We are live, I think. Yes,
Yes,
we
we are
are
live.
live. It's the first episode of the social media live show, and I think I should share it on my personal account. If you give me a
That's a
second.
good idea. That's a good idea. So, welcome to the
Okay.
social media live show where we will discuss everything about the
Welcome to the
social
first
media
episode.
conference.
Oh, there's a lag.
Yeah. So, tell me, Ruth, what are we going to discuss today?
There was a lag for a second there. What are we going to discuss today? Well, Jean Luc, first, we're going to share some good news because we're going to do a giveaway actually. A community pass giveaway. We're giving away a ticket for the conference. Apart from that, we're going to be introducing two speakers today, and they'll be covering their session. They'll be sharing a bit about themselves and what they're going to be doing during the conference. We also have a special guest of the social media radio, which we did the first episode of yesterday. So he'll be sharing his experience a bit and what he thought about it, and he'll be talking about next week's episode. But most importantly, you and I will be covering this year's conference because it's our 5 year anniversary, Jean Luc. Are you excited?
Awesome. Awesome. I'm really excited.
Okay, can we start off with the giveaway and then we can go right into the conference details?
So, tell them what the giveaway is and how they can win a ticket, Ruth.
Okay, so we're giving away a community pass for the social media conference Suriname, and you can win a ticket by sharing this live video. If you share this live video with the hashtag SMCS21, we are at random going to pick a winner, and at the end of this program, or maybe tomorrow, we'll contact this person from Facebook. So if you want to be one of those persons that can win a community pass for the conference, feel free to share this video with the hashtag SMCS21, and then you could be the lucky winner. You could be attending the social media conference virtually for free.
So, that's just for sharing this live. That's a
Just for
pretty good
sharing
deal.
this live. It's like
Okay,
share and you could win.
just a tip. If you're going to share this, make sure you share this publicly. If you don't
Yes.
share publicly, we can't see if you actually shared it. So make sure you share this video publicly with the
Mhm.
hashtag SMCS21. You can write a little story behind it. If you've participated one of these years, if you're a first time participant, if you want to experience this conference for the first time, feel free to share it. And that's how you can be a winner. Of course, how are we going to pick it? Are we just going to pick one randomly? Are we gonna make one of the guests pick one? That would be fun as well.
Are we gonna pick the winner tonight? Because I don't know. What if someone sees the live a bit later and they're like, let me share it. Maybe I could still win. So I think maybe we should pick the
Yeah,
winner
let's share it
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay, good idea.
Okay. Then let's hope that people have already started sharing the live, Sean Luke. We're gonna announce the giveaway again somewhere mid through the live. But I think we should get started because, like I said before, it's our 5 year anniversary. Sean Luke, it's the fifth time we're hosting the social media conference Suriname, and it's the second time that we're going to be hosting it virtually. How do you feel about that?
I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I really wanted like a physical conference this year, but I have to say we tested a platform called Hubelo last year,
Yeah.
and Hubelo was a big hit. I mean, people were using it just like we would use Facebook, and I think it's a fun way. I think people underestimated. A lot of people were last year. They were kind of like skeptical. Is this going to be a
Yeah.
real con? I even have people now, friends, saying like, "Yeah, but I'm waiting for the physical one." Trust me, it's much better. It's much more interactive than people think it usually is. And there was a lot of interaction last year. So we're excited to have the platform again. We're actually having it built outside of Suriname in
Mhm.
India. And the company has been so successful that they actually have been bought by a bigger company now, and they're no longer
Yeah.
considered a startup. So we actually got some kind of perks for free this year, like because we purchased the program, we're getting a couple of extra perks which will hopefully even give more interaction this year. So I'm really really excited about it.
As am I, Sean Luke, because to be honest, I wasn't exactly sure how people would accept the platform, what the reaction was going to be. But last year, it was just crazy. The amount of interaction there was in the news feed, people posting, hey, are you ready for the day? Like, I wasn't even ready for the day yet. And they were posting how they're behind their laptops, excited for the next session. So it was great to see everybody interacting and trying to make it as physical, a physical conference as much as they could. So that was very good last year.
So here's an interesting thing. Here's something that I want to, for people that are like, okay, but is it worth it? Because I know it's like 1,500 SRD for a community pass,
Mm.
3,000 for a full access ticket, and then of course that's quite a lot of money, and that's something that we hear a lot, like especially locally. If you translate it to US dollars, of course it's not that expensive, but I think what most people underestimate is like uh, some people go to the conference and actually get more out of it aside from
Yeah.
just the conference because there's so many giveaways as well. And I know people will be giving away books again from keynote speakers, or past keynote speakers, or speakers that are speaking this year. We actually gave away a prize of $1,500 last year. So
Yeah,
I think that's also something. And I think what's also underestimated is the networking. I think a lot of people, especially
that's
the
true.
people who have already purchased their ticket, they just purchased their ticket because they know there's a lot of networking going around. It's more about finding like-minded people. If you're somebody into social media, if you're into e-commerce, if you're into personal development, even if you want to like learn and develop yourself, I
Mhm.
think it's also a really good conference as well. But I feel like we talked a lot about the conference, and maybe we should give some people that are actually going to participate or have already participated also a chance to share their experience.
That sounds like a good idea. Who are we bringing into the show right now, Shamik?
Well, I'm actually asking you because you're the conference director, so you get to decide that.
Okay, I think we can start off with one of our speakers actually, and it's the first. We actually have only have new speakers during the first episode. We have Rafael Jantz, who is very excited to be a part of the conference this year. He might say that I forced him to join, but that's not true. He totally wanted to be a part of it. And then we have Shellen Arga, who is this young up and coming videographer and content creator, and she is also super excited to share her knowledge. And let's just bring them into the show, Sean. Look, let's hear what they have to say.
Hello,
Hi,
hello,
Hi
Rafael and
hello.
everyone.
Shellen.
Welcome to the
Hi.
show. Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you.
How are you guys
Thank you.
doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
I'm doing
Okay.
good, thank you.
So
Rafael
actually,
explained how you might say that I forced you to join the conference this year, but that's not true,
It is
right?
partially true. Partially true. You put me up against the wall, and I really had I couldn't say no. So that's pretty much what it was in short words.
Okay, Rafael. Nothing. I didn't expect anything different from you today.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's get right into it. Maybe you guys can introduce yourselves so people can get to know you better. Let's start with Shellen.
Oh, I thought Rafael first.
No,
Oh no,
ladies
because
first.
ladies
he,
first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
I thought he's a professional in this, So
No,
no.
no, ladies first. I
Um.
want to see how it's done, and then I'll
Oh
follow.
no. Okay. Okay. Don't make mistakes, Shala. Don't make no.
You
No.
got this, girl. Girl power.
Yes. So hi everyone. I'm Shellen. I want to thank you guys the whole yeah, ineffable for asking me to do this year. I have quite a history with social media conference, but we'll talk about that maybe later. Yeah, I'm Shellen. I'm 23 and I'm a communication student. I'm in my last year, and God willingly, I will graduate this year. Um, I have my own production company, Shellen Arga Productions. I took a leap of faith to, yes, not work for somebody anymore, but for myself, and have my own company. So I started this year officially, and first I was focusing on social media marketing, but I decided to do that less because I really want to focus on storytelling, my own productions and documentaries, and actually telling people's stories so they can inspire other stories. Yes.
Okay, that's a great
Yeah.
introduction. That
interesting. Thank
introduction
Thank
you.
you.
itself inspired me,
Yes.
Shellen. So thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
Rafael, your turn. Tell us a bit about
Okay.
yourself. Who is Rafael Yance?
Well, Rafael Jantz is son of Ted
Oh,
Jantz,
Jantz.
and that's it. No, I'm kidding. So I was born in Florida, but all my life I grew up in Suriname. So Suriname to me is home. And as a little boy, I was always brought to the interiors, and we kind of grew up in the jungle, you could say. You know, it was a bit less developed. And so I kind of have a personal love for the interior, the jungle, the culture, just Suriname on a grand scale. I've been shooting for about 10 years now, documentaries, commercials, infomercials, and I got into photography about 6 years ago, and I've been shooting culture, lifestyle, and landscapes. I mainly refer to as a content creator because I do so many different things. I do video, I do photos, and I just love the process of being able to tell a story, of being able to meet people and share their experiences on video and on photos as well. So that's pretty much what I do, me in a nutshell. There really isn't anything to it.
I have a fun something I want to share. Would
Uh-huh.
you mind to that? I have a fun
No,
something
I
to
don't
share.
mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna share it and then we'll go a little bit in deeper because it's a very interesting dynamic of having two people who kind of went like the opposite route.
Hmm.
So Shellen going from actually social media to storytelling and documentary, and
Yes.
Raphael, who was a documentary specialist already and saying like I want to do more with social media. So
Uh-huh.
I'm quickly gonna show a video of last year, which I'm kind of interested seeing what Raphael remembers from this video.
Oh no.
For years, I have always wanted to be a tour guide, showing people where I live and the secrets that can be found in my backyard. And then I discovered photography. This changed my perspective on how I view Suriname. Not only am I able to share beautiful images of the places I have been, but I help contribute to the awareness of keeping Suriname pristine. Every image I shoot is the opportunity to share the importance of the rivers, the wildlife, the rainforest that make up Suriname. Earth Hour 2020. I am Rafael Jantz, Suriname.
Goosebumps.
I am
Goosebumps. Wow.
Rafael Jantz,
Dang,
Suriname.
man.
He's blushing.
Yeah, that
That
really
was
hit
really
that
good.
really hit home. No, that okay. So beginning of this year, I did start to. I want to leave my mark in Suriname. I have a special love for the place here, so I actually am starting to create a photo book of Suriname, and that's going to be like my gift to being here. So I do still, that's kind of it's not a secret anymore, but it's something I do want to do, and I'm working really hard on it right now. But man, I can't believe you brought that up, that video. Jeez.
Are you
Yeah,
getting
so
emotional?
yeah, it's
I
really
am.
cool. It's
Yeah, I
really
gotta
cool.
go.
Powerful video.
So we're getting a lot of a lot of comments coming in as well from people supporting you both. So that's really fun as well. So
Mhm.
I just want to ask you because Shellen, for you for instance, you started off saying like, okay, I have a history with the social media conference. Can you tell me a little bit more about the history you have with the conference?
Okay, so now I feel old because I was
History.
it was in yeah it was in 2018 when um it was at my first job. I worked as a production assistant and editor, and there I had a student pass for social media conference, and I asked my boss then, like, hey, I really want to go there because it's good for like the knowledge and everything. I can use it for work. So in 2018 I had student pass, and then I'm going to tell the whole timeline.
Go ahead,
In
girl.
2019, I hope you don't have old pictures, because no, don't put that here.
I
And
might
We
surprise you
will.
like I did Rafael.
okay,
I Oh boy, this is going to be
Oh no!
interesting.
Oh no! No
Not
no! Okay,
prepared. Not prepared.
so in 2019, it was my second job as I worked at Sip Science in the Science in the brand social media, marketing and branding, and I had full access. So from student pass to full access, and then in 2020 I was asked to, I think it was together with Helio, the social media day, and this
Yeah.
year I'm very thankful to be a speaker. So it's actually like the growth, and I feel very honored to to finally have a seat on a panel with amazing people. So that's actually my history with social media conference. Yeah.
Okay, for the people who have never been to the conference, Shellen, like, what would you say your experience was? Like, how did you experience the sessions? How did you experience the speakers? And we also often say that one of the important parts of the conference is networking, but did you also experience that as a participant?
So for me, first it was overwhelming because there were a lot of people, and in the beginning I was not some oh no in the beginning I was very shy, and I didn't like go up to people and then see who I was or ask them for a picture, whatever. So it was, for me, it was overwhelming. There was a lot of knowledge that like when you go home you have to sit down and evaluate yourself, like what we so much of like from different people
Yeah.
perspectives. It's sometimes a little bit like it's a lot of knowledge, and you have to, which is great, of course, and that's what I experienced, and it was so fun to socialize, and I really hope that this year, it was going to be like
Physical.
live, yeah,
Yeah.
physical, but it's okay. So I didn't experience last year's social media conference. I don't think I
Yeah, the
did.
digital one.
Yeah, so this is going to be my first digital one. Yes.
Well, I have good news, Shellen. Even though the conference is virtual this year, the networking aspect is pretty much the same because of the platform that we're using. So it's very
Yes.
easy to get in touch with other participants, with other speakers, and to keep each other updated on what you're doing. So when you get on the platform during these days, you'll see for yourself it's not that big of a difference with the physical conference.
Great. Yes.
Hmm.
So now, of course, we want to know from Rafael. You kind of you made a joke about being the son of. You have a very big history on documentaries and
Yeah.
really on creating storylines. And basically, you've taken the storylines from a kind of very large, like a long form kind of video content to short form video content. So what's been the process behind it? What's the biggest difference that people underestimate, or something that people don't realize, that there are much similarities between the longer form of video
Yeah.
and the shorter social media kind of form of video?
So yeah, there is actually a lot of similarities between creating long form and short form, and that's mainly with the pre-planning of the video is how you start. So what I'm going to be talking about, my topic for the platform is called the power of video storytelling, and I'm going to be diving in on the best ways to communicate that idea to evoke emotional connection with the viewers, whether it's an entertainment video, viral video, commercial, or vlog. We'll be using, or I'll be talking about different camera angles, editing styles, musics, and tricks to engage viewers to create immersive, powerful, effective, engaging videos. So I'm excited about sharing my tips into into doing this, and it doesn't matter what kind of video it is. All of it is relatively the same. But I just have different things that I use that I like to use, and I think everyone else has their own little, how do you say it, habits or things that they like to put in their videos that are key to them and iconic to them. And we're just going to bring that out of everybody, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, Rafael, let's say that I attend your session during the conference. What will be the main takeaways of your session? What will I walk away with once I've finished listening to everything that you have to say that day?
Okay, so mainly you're going to be learning about the 5 important steps of storytelling. You're going to be learning how I keep audiences engaged and how you can take my steps and use that in your videos. You can also learn about the different techniques that I use to create emotion. Also clever video editing, things that I use, little tips and tricks, and how video length, whether it's a long form or a short form, affects your platform, and also social media, the viewers that you have on your social media, and which one you should choose and best fits what you're trying to portray.
Okay, well, I'm convinced, so I'll definitely be blocking that in my calendar so I can
You
attend your
should.
session.
You should. You got me here.
So I'm definitely going to be watching that, I hope. Shellen, to get back to you, you told us about how you started Shellen Arga Productions, which means you're also creating videos, and you're actually going to be in a panel with two other ladies who are creating videos. We have Jill, who has MM Productions. We have Shalinka, who is very active on TikTok and has over 2.2 million likes on that platform. And you'll also be in that panel, and you'll be sharing the different forms of videos. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so first of all, it's an all-female panel. I mean,
Woo!
woman empowerment. I'm so happy that you guys did that.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm first of all very honored because Jill has been one of the actually the female filmmaker that I looked up to. I'm still looking up to because of her, it's like, okay, so a woman can do it too. But I think we'll talk about that in the panel.
Hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
What's
Putting
wrong?
them up against each other.
Oh,
Go ahead,
so yeah, so I will be with them on the panel, and I'll be talking about the different videos that actually help me brand myself, and also how to use social media, because social media is a free platform, and it personally helped me to let my business grow. And instead of only doing social media, I'm now in the business category. So I will be using the panel to talk more about that part.
Okay.
Yes.
That's very interesting. Good to hear that.
So Ruth, maybe we should tell them a little bit more, like what the conference looks like. We have two speakers now, so people who are joining and who have actually never been to the conference, maybe we can tell them a little bit what they might expect. Shellen already said there's going to be a lot of information, and last year we didn't have simultaneous sessions, but this year we have simultaneous sessions. So that means that there actually is going to be a little bit of a competition. Luckily, we don't have Shellen's session and Rafael's session happening at the same time.
Because I want
to. Oh, that makes me nervous now. Oh, no.
Yeah. So maybe you can tell a little bit more about the program, like maybe not everything about the program. We will do that next week, but some highlights you think are interesting for people to look out to.
Okay, so this year, one of the main changes that we have is that it's going to be a 3-day conference, 3 instead of 5. So it's a 3-day digital conference. And as Jean-Luc mentioned before, there are going to be simultaneous sessions as is usual when we have the physical conference. So when we used to have the physical conference, you would have sessions in the banquet hall, in the ballroom, and then people could choose where they want to go to. Now we have the same concept, but then online. Let's say that Shellen or Raphael's session would be happening at the same time. People would have to decide, will I be attending Raphael's session? Do I want to know more about the power of video storytelling? Or do I want to know about the different forms of videos that I can use for my business? So people will get to choose between various sessions. And Jean-Luc, you asked me to talk a bit more about the sessions that the people can look forward to, apart from the awesome session from Raphael and the woman power awesome video session from Shellen. We also have 2 sessions we have a session on TikTok and small businesses. We have Callie Goodwin, who has over 80K followers on TikTok, and she uses that not for her personal branding, but actually for her business. So she'll be sharing how you as a brand, as a company, can actually use TikTok to generate sales. Because I think a lot of people still think that TikTok is the platform that does all the dance trends and, create challenges and all the silly stuff. But for a business, it's actually a platform you can use to grow and sell. So Callie will be diving into that a bit more during her session. We also have a keynote session from, I don't know, you might know him, Jean-Luc Van Charente, who will be diving into the state of social media in Suriname, because annually from Ineffable, we do a research on the different social media platforms, how many people are using them, what are the newest trends. So Jean-Luc will be diving into that. So you as a marketer can stay on top of all of that. So you can use that information for when you're creating your online marketing strategy for next year. It's a mouthful, Jean-Luc, so I think I'm going to do 3 more sessions and we can move on to the next
It's good.
topic.
It's good. Three more. Give us three
Three
Can
more.
we
more.
just
Okay.
we can't comment on these commenters, huh? Can we just say, Tony, we see your comments. You
Yes,
don't have to
me
comment
too.
so much. All right. Thank you for waking up this early in Dubai to attend
Oh,
this
he's in
live.
Dubai?
Okay.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
I forgot
Oh,
about
now
that. Yeah, I
Sorry, can't
forgot
speak
about
to
that one.
him.
That
He's
was
in
a good
Dubai.
one. Yeah.
yeah.
So Tony, of course, like just like Rafael was pressured this year, we're gonna pressure you next year
That's
to
it.
give us an exclusive during the social media conference of
Big
your
yes.
of your social media videos as well, because you're documenting for Suriname in Dubai as we
Yeah.
speak right now. So that tells us a lot that you're the person behind the videos in Dubai. So shout out to you,
Oh,
Tony,
Tony.
and definitely looking forward to hearing as well. And we actually do have somebody speaking at our conference this year, all the way from Dubai, because Dion will be in the podcasting panel
Oh, he's in.
with Dave Van
Okay.
Aarde and last but definitely not least, Kevin Headley. So three podcasters,
Yeah.
Surinamese podcasters, will be sharing their story as well. So
Mhm.
that's a really cool panel that I'm looking forward to as well, because I think due to COVID, we've seen a big leap in podcast productions in Suriname.
Yeah.
So that's a very interesting topic as well. And okay, you only have to do 2 more now because I
Yeah,
took
because you
one away
covered
from you.
podcasting. Okay, then a few other sessions or 2 other sessions that people can look forward to, I think, is the session on digital leadership and remote work, because COVID definitely made these 2 topics something that's become very essential within businesses. You need to know how you can stay in touch with your employees, how you can still manage your business even though everyone is working separately from home. And then we have how can you efficiently work from home, Jean-Luc? Because it's one thing to work from home and have the freedom, but it's another thing to work from home and still get the same results or even better results than when you were at the office physically and with all of your colleagues and stuff like that. So I think those are 2 sessions that are definitely something that we should be looking forward to.
Awesome. That was a mouthful as well.
Yes, it was. I can see the banner. Something about a discount, Jean-Luc. Are we giving a discount, Jean-Luc?
Yeah, so before we talk about the discount, talk about the giveaway as well, because
Oh, yes, the
we're giving
giveaway for the new
away.
people that are in.
Yeah.
Yes, we're actually giving away a community pass for the social media conference. The community pass basically gives you access to everything of the conference. The only difference, or the main difference between a community pass and an all access pass, is that you don't get lunch or a conference t-shirt and the conference recordings. But apart from that, you get everything else. You get to be part of everything else of the conference, and we're actually giving it away for free. The only thing you have to do is share this live publicly with the hashtag SMCS21. So share this live publicly with the hashtag SMCS21, and we will be picking a winner at random tomorrow. And then you could be the lucky winner free. And then you get to watch Raphael's session and Shellen's session and all the other 20 plus sessions.
Yes. Exactly. You can get free
So,
coffee.
Okay,
yeah, Raphael has his
so
obsession with coffee.
yeah, is there a session with coffee? That's a good one. So I think we have to wait to the physical conference, because there is always fresh coffee at the
Yeah,
physical
chocolate.
conference. But yes, so to again, if you win the free, say you win the free community pass, but you really want the all access pass, how would that work? Right?
So they have a community pass and they really want the all access pass. Well, at an affable or at the conference, anything is possible. So let's say that you do win the community pass and you'd like to know how you can upgrade to an all access pass. We will inform you on that, because, yeah, the sky is the limit, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so as well. And again, the biggest difference between the community pass and the all access pass, I think there are three main differences.
Yeah,
I
three main
think
differences.
the biggest difference between the community pass and the all access pass is that when you have the all access pass, you have the access to the recordings even a year from now. So when you have your all access pass, you get the recordings even after the conference is over. If you have a community pass, you can still look back all the sessions that have been there during the conference. But as
Mm,
soon as the conference is over, unfortunately, you will lose access to the recordings. So if the recordings are important for you a month after the conference, you still want to look back certain sessions, that would definitely be a reason to get the all access pass. And I see that Gil has put up the slide so we can actually
yeah,
quickly look at it. So that's one difference. The second difference that you have with an all access pass is, of course, Surinamese people, we love food. So the biggest difference is also that if you get an all access pass, your lunch will be delivered to you wherever you are. Well, in Suriname, of course. But if you have an all access pass, your lunch will be delivered to you. If you're working from home, it will be delivered to your home. If you're at work, it will be delivered at work. And
yep,
what I've seen last year is it gets there a little bit early, which is a good thing because people are already hungry at 12 p.m. So it's already there at 12 p.m. And probably if you're lucky, you'll get a drink as well. So that's basically the difference between the community pass and the all access pass. And there's one minor difference, which I think we discussed at Social Media Radio yesterday, is that if you get an all access pass, you get a customized conference t-shirt with your name
mm,
on it. So those are the biggest differences. But the most important things are all there in the community pass. So if you're like, yes, but I don't have that much money, I really want to be part of it, but I have to be on a budget. Don't worry, the community pass, it gives access to your keynote sessions, it gives access to all panel discussions, it gives access to basically the all events. We have something every day. That's something we'll probably cover next week. But every day of the conference, we basically have an evening event, which is also something new that we want to try out because it's a digital event, and you get access to all those things. So all entertainment, all sessions, you get access to everything. You get access to the networking rooms where you can talk with others, and also you get a certificate for to participating during the conference. And I think, yeah, most people also want to have the goodie bag, right? So
yeah.
that's something that everybody gets as well.
So look, I think we should also mention that the tickets or the passes are actually available at an early bird rate right now. So if you purchased your pass today or this week, you're getting it at the lowest rate possible. So that's definitely
Yes.
something
So
people
okay,
should
it's a
keep in
little
mind.
cheaper than the 1,500
Yeah,
and the 3,000. Okay.
that's correct. So, Shellen and Raphael, is there anything else you guys would like to add about your session? Something that you forgot to mention, another important key takeaway, or how people should mentally prepare for your session?
Yeah, you guys should mentally prepare for my session because this is the first time I'm doing this. I can't guarantee that it's going to go 100% smooth. It's gonna be a comedy fest because I'm just gonna be myself here. But that's the exciting thing about it. I'm very random, but it's gonna be the first time I'm doing this, and I'm really curious to seeing who would join. I'm excited to meet people and to share just to share something that I take passionately that I really like to do. So it's the first time I'm doing this, and I just like everyone to participate, and let's make a party out of it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Shellen,
Yes.
anything else you'd
No,
like to add?
I'm very excited. I still have to, I guess, realize the growth, but we'll leave that for another day. I'm very excited to be on a panel with amazing women. So I'm also, yeah, looking forward to my panel day and to share everything with you guys and people. Yeah.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to both of these sessions, Jean-Luc.
Yes.
And, it's very difficult to attend sessions when you're part of the crew. We say every year, yeah, we're going to attend those sessions. But then when the day actually comes, we never actually get to attend. So we're going to try to attend your session, Rafael and Shellen, but no promises, but we're going to do our best.
No, you
Uh,
have to attend.
You have
You
to.
have to attend. You
I'm
got me
signing up
here.
for
You
I'm
got
signing up
that.
for the Raphael.
Yeah, so
Good.
that I'm gonna make you tech support for their sessions, so
Okay.
that way you have to be there. So
Yeah,
Yes.
I
that's
can see
gonna be
that.
tech support for your sessions. Don't worry, she'll be
Then
there. She'll
Rafael can
attend.
badmouth me. Okay, I'll be
Yeah.
there.
Good.
I'll be
Uh-huh.
there.
Perfect.
So, Luke, is there anything you'd like to add before we go to the second part of the live?
I have to be honest, I'm really, really excited. I've been wanting to work with Rafael for years, and he knows it. And finally, we had our first
Fanboy.
opportunity to work together, and I
Mhm.
think it was
Yeah,
one of the
it
most
was
fun
pretty good.
experiences. Behind the scenes, there are always things that you have to address, and the way he addresses them, and the ease that it was to work with Rafael was really an enjoyment as well. So I'm really looking forward because I don't only get
Okay.
to see him in action, but now I also get to see him speak. So I'm really
Hmm.
excited. And Shellen, I really love all the work that you have been doing for the past years,
Thank
and
you.
we have seen the growth as well. I have personally seen the growth, and I think that's really really cool to have somebody who has been part of the conference and has grown through the conference. And
Yeah,
I just want to thank you for that, and also being so grateful, and also sharing how much the conference meant to you. And it's always beautiful to hear these stories from our from our participants and our attendees as well. So we're really looking forward to both of you to see you guys speak, and I'm
yeah,
also going to be in the tech team for your sessions. So so hopefully that also gives you the idea that we're here mentally to support you as well. But thank you
Good.
so much for joining in, and also joining in to the show. And yes, we can't wait to the 25th until the 27th of October
yeah.
to see you in action.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Yes.
that, Jean-Luc. No, thanks again, Shellen and Raphael, for your time here today.
You're welcome.
As Jean-Luc said, we're looking forward to your sessions. And if there's anything you guys need, you know where to find me, you know where to find the team. Thank you once again. I think we're going to go move on to the second part of the live where we're actually going to cover the social media radio because we had the first episode yesterday, Jean-Luc, and we had a guest, or no, the host
The
is
host.
actually here today. So should we bring him in, or do you want to
Yeah,
talk a bit about
should,
yesterday before we bring him in?
do you want to talk about yesterday? No,
How was it?
uh,
How was it? Because I
I'm
watched it, but how was it for you? I saw you in the back end.
Yeah, I was in the back end. I was watching the show in the back end. I actually jumped in to explain like the giveaway part section,
Yeah,
because for people who are like, okay, so I'm doing this giveaway, I'm gonna try to win my community pass, but if I don't win tomorrow, is there another way that I can win? Yes, if you listen to the social media radio show every Saturday from
Saturday.
4 to 5 p.m. Surinamese time on Radio 10 Magic FM, of course, our main radio sponsor of the conference. Then you get to hear Serge and Kaylee talk about social media in a different way. And there's also a giveaway there. So there's one question I want you to ask our guest, who is the host of that show, or co-host of that show. I want you to ask him what are the dates of the conference.
Yo,
Because yeah,
that's
that
not
was something.
fair,
That's
man.
something
That's
I
not
noticed
fair,
in the
bro.
live.
That's not fair,
Hopefully he
man.
studied up on it by now. Hi, Serge. Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you. Hey, that's
You,
not fair, Jean-Luc. That's not fair. You know what? I'm not good with numbers. You know what?
but do you know the date by now, though?
Yeah, kind of. I know that it's between the
Mm,
20th and the 30th. Somewhere in between. It's
that's better
somewhere
than yesterday.
26,
That's better than
27.
Come
yesterday.
on, I'm putting a hint for you on the screen.
Is it
I'm putting a
26,
hint.
27?
I'm
It's
putting a
three
hint
days.
for
Three
you on
Oh,
the
days.
it's
screen.
25th. It's 25th till 27th. Okay, okay, yeah.
Well, actually, again next week.
Yeah, no, I'll remember it by then. It's
Okay, okay.
25th till 27th. Okay, I got
Yeah.
it.
That's right.
I got it.
Okay, Sarah. So yesterday you hosted the first episode of the social media radio. But before we get into that, would you like to do a short introduction for the people who are watching but aren't familiar with you yet?
Yeah, I go by Sergio. Serge is kind of outdated. You all can call me Sergio Dion. I go by that now. By that name now, and I've been a speaker at a social media conference for I think since the beginning. And last year I had my own session. However, this year I won't be attending as a speaker, but we have something better because I'm doing the social media radio every Saturday now, and we'll be talking about social media on that show. So I think it's better because I have more to talk about on the radio, and I'm not alone. I'm with Kaylee, but she's not in today. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm also a content creator, so I make videos, songs, post everything. That's content basically. Yeah, that's it.
So
And
maybe you should,
yesterday,
yeah, you
no,
want to
go
go
ahead.
straight to yesterday, but
Yeah,
I
because I
wanna
want to know like
ask.
what that was like for him.
Okay, go ahead. So tell us what it was like yesterday.
So it was actually my first time hosting a radio program. And it was quite an experience because you had to be a professional, but still not too
Fun.
professional because otherwise it's like you're forcing it. So it was quite an experience. I enjoyed it very much. Also the chemistry in the room was great with all the people that were in the room. It was amazing to have such an experience. Did you want to know something more about that? Because I don't know what to say
No,
about
no,
that.
it's okay. That's all I need
Gail
to know.
removed Gail. Could you put up the the photo you had previously? Can you pull it up for a second? Because I think there's a question related to that. So, Serge, the question is: did you at some point feel like you were drowning?
Uh, not really, but the water was really sour. It tasted bad.
Why did
You
you
know when
even taste it though? Like,
because
mm.
I did not intentionally taste it. It went in my mouth because of the
uh,
waves,
okay,
and I couldn't like, it was bad. It was bad. It was really bad.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what people, and I think Grit wants to really go into the show. So let's talk a little bit about the show. There's the social media radio. This show is in English, but that show is actually in Dutch. So for the locals in Suriname can follow the social media radio show every Saturday between 4 and 5 on Radio 10. So can you tell the people a little bit what the show is about, what they can expect when they listen to the show?
Yeah, the show is it says so in the title, the social media radio. So we're going to talk about social media actually, everything social. It's about viral topics, upcoming a- activities on social media. For example, the social media conference. It's digital, and it's all about social media. So we're talking about that. Also, what songs went viral the past week? What videos went viral? Everything about social media. What new apps have been used the most? What songs have been listened to the most? Everything that went viral on every platform on social media. We cover every social media platform there is if we know them. So yeah.
A funny part of the live was when we were doing the giveaway because I think Serge was convinced that
Yeah.
no one was gonna get it right.
I
And it was
didn't
like, I
even know the
think they're gonna
song.
get it right.
I didn't know the song. Like, but
But Serge
Sean
didn't
Luke
know
came
any
up
of the
with it.
songs, to be fair.
I know a lot of songs, but that one in particular, I
Hmm.
did not know that one.
Serge doesn't know Curtis Mayfield. He doesn't know who Curtis Mayfield is, and Serge also doesn't know who Kanye West is. So that's kind
Yeah.
of the biggest problem. If you don't know
Okay.
either Mayfield and even don't even know Kanye West, it's gonna become difficult, Serge.
Look,
You have to be
look.
honest to the people.
First of all, I know who Kanye West is.
Hmm.
Okay, but I'm not a fan of his music. The only song I know
Understandable.
of, I think I know two songs that were made by Kanye West. The one where he says "I'm coming home," and the one where he says "Heartless." That's the only one I know. Other than that, I don't know any Kanye West songs. You can't blame me for that. He's not my.
But
It's
you
not your
do
cup
know
of tea.
KSI. But you do know
Yeah, but
KSI.
KSI, he is a vlogger, not a vlogger, he's a content creator. And I watch content creators on YouTube, Facebook, um, no matter, TikTok. And KSI started as a content creator just like me. He started making videos. and then he evolved into a music artist. So along the
I
way,
can
I was
relate
just
more to him.
following him for everything that he did. I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan of KSI. I like everything that he does. If he says, "Hey, I don't know, I'm gonna go to Jamaica and live there," I will support him. That he's my guy. You know
Are
what I'm
you gonna
saying?
go to a show? Are you gonna go to a show though?
If I had money, I would, but I don't have money to go.
But he's
He
giving
he.
away so many tickets.
But yeah, we're in Suriname. I don't think he even knows that we exist.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you should definitely try to get into a
You
show.
know, he actually did a show a few months ago, and I wanted to get in, but it's yeah,
Yeah, the UK is pretty hard to get in for Surinamese people with a
yeah.
Surinamese passport. I speak from experience, so yeah, I do understand. I do understand. Okay, but Serge, about the social media radio, what would you people advise people to do? How can they best? Do you want them to join the social media radio show by listening to the radio, to watch it on live online? What would you actually prefer if you were
I would
like watching or listening to the show?
Yeah, I would prefer the radio because as personally, I don't really listen to the radio, but this show is better when you listen to the radio. Why I say that is because when you listen on social media, um and we play songs, you don't get to hear the songs due to
Yeah.
copyright infringements and etc. But when you listen to the radio and you're in your car cruising, you can listen to us talk about the songs, talk about social media, and then when the songs come up, you can still enjoy the song. So I would prefer listening to the radio because my followers, they already know me from Facebook. Why don't we all just take a little step back, go from Facebook, and just turn on the
Listen to the
radio
radio.
just for an hour, and just sit back, relax, drink something, and just listen to the radio. It's fun. Trust me, it's fun. It's like a podcast, but with music and everything.
It did look fun
Yes.
though. It did look fun. You guys were bopping and dancing.
Yeah, we were
Uh,
in there.
what's his name again?
Rodney
Yeah,
was
Rodney.
all the way in there. Rodney was all the way in there.
Yeah, Rodney was enjoying it. It looked fun. It looked fun. But your co-host isn't here today, Kaylee. What was it
No.
like working with Kaylee?
This is actually my first time working with Kaylee. At first I thought maybe the chemistry wasn't gonna be there, but before the show we had a little talk, and
Mhm.
we are kind of like 10% nervous because it's the first time that we work together, and the first time that we will appear on the radio. Yeah, we'll be heard on the radio.
Yeah.
So we had a little talk, and we got into the subjects, and we kind of had this vibe going. So I said, you know what, let's go with this. If you struggle with something, I will then jump in, and if
Yeah.
I struggle with it, then you jump in. But we didn't have to jump in anywhere because we were both just
Vibing.
going at it at full speed. It was fun. It was fun working with her. I didn't think it was gonna be that fun because I never worked with her, but it was okay.
Yeah. From a viewer's perspective, the chemistry also looked good. So I'm
Yeah, it was
actually
like we
looking
knew each
forward to
other
next
from
week.
from.
Yeah, it did. It did look like that. So I'm looking forward to next week episode. Jean-Luc, is there
Yeah, me
anything
too.
in particular that people should look forward to for next week's episode? Is there anything new that's going to be happening?
I think it's important for people to know that of course this is towards the promo. It's kind of a promo towards the conference. We are of course testing this on radio. So if there are people that have feedback about the radio show, both critical feedback saying like this is something I would rather do, or this is something that didn't work, or we didn't catch this, or even if there's positive support saying like, hey, we really love this concept, we would love to have this concept back on the radio after the conference is over, feel free to send us this feedback because for us it only makes it better. I know we talk a lot about the conference, but this is also about social media concepts and the concepts that we want to show people that what can you do with social media, how can you transition from a traditional media production to a social media production. So feel free to give us feedback on that as well, and we will be very glad to hear about what you guys think already. And so I think there's even some part, the because you were talking about vibing. Uh, Gil puts in a little bit of us like how the dancing went in the studio. So Serge, let's quickly have a look at that as well.
We have footage.
We have
Please,
We have
live
footage.
footage actually.
let's hope it plays well. Huh?
So this is you guys vibing. Is this at the end of the show?
I think it was at the end of the show. Yeah, we went out with a song of "This Is How We Do It," and
Oh
then we
yeah.
started vibing in the studio.
So how old is Montel Jordan? How this is how we do it? Do you know
Yo, I
what
don't
year?
know. You know, I'm bad with numbers. Sean, look, you keep putting me in
No,
these
no, but
situations where I
I'm
cannot
just saying.
answer questions.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying. You how do
I
you Montel Jordan? This is how we do it. It's like way older than Kanye West. Touch the sky.
Oops.
So
look.
I'm trying to just defend.
I explained this already. I'm not a Kanye West fan. That's why
Yeah,
I don't know his music. But
yeah,
I know a lot of old songs, which I don't know the artist, but I know
The song.
the songs. You know? So I know this is how we do it, but I don't know his name. That's the
Same.
thing. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either. So I'm
See?
gonna side with Serge on this one.
See?
But Jean-Luc is an old soul in our midst. So
yeah. So
Yeah,
you
he's
guys are
getting
making me
old.
feel old. I'm feeling like
Charlie.
these conferences. So I think it's important for people that are watching that to understand this was the youth episode. We're gonna bring in some older speakers next week to also appeal to the audience that's over 35 and tell them why they should attend the conference. But I feel like everybody who is under the age of 35 is kind of already getting the vibe and why this is the conference to go to when it comes to getting your social media career started, or if you're interested in using social media whatever way, whether it's to use social media to find a job, to get better at your job because it's your job, or even how you can use it to transition into becoming an entrepreneur, or how to transition in using social media to land a media job. So
yeah,
I think we've kind of covered everything with this
I think so
episode,
too.
which makes me really happy.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
Jean-Luc, I think maybe to before we close off, we can remind everybody that you can actually win a free community pass for the social media conference Suriname. And how can you win this pass? Be sure to share this live publicly with the hashtag SMCS21, and then we will be choosing a winner at random. Serge, you had a question.
No, I didn't have a question. I had to add on like if you listen to the social media radio, you also get the opportunity to win
Yes,
a free ticket, you know?
that's true.
And the fun thing about that is that you can actually we have this a part of the show. It's like a gaming a part of the show, and you can actually win the ticket, and that's fun because you get to interact with us while winning the ticket, you know?
As long as you know old songs that no,
Yeah,
just
As long
kidding.
as you're
Just
not
kidding.
like
yeah,
Well,
Serge.
yeah, yeah.
for next week we're gonna use a more popular song for the Gen Z generation
I
that they
hope
can
it's
guess it
not
as well.
Kanye.
Hey, we're not Gen Z. We're millennials.
No,
Yeah,
but
I'm
for
not a
the
Gen
Gen Z
Z.
as well, for the Gen Z as well,
Oh,
because sometimes I mean, "Touch the Sky" is a millennial song, guys. Sorry about that.
yeah, but it was
Sorry to
made by
burst your
someone
bubble.
old, you
But it
know.
was made by a boomer.
By a
You did not
boomer.
just say that.
By a boomer. Did you just call Kanye West a
No,
boomer?
no, I did
Okay,
not.
okay,
No,
okay.
no. No, Jean-Luc, then if there isn't anything else to add, I think we've had it for this week's episode.
Yes,
I'm
I
trying to
think
get
it's
myself
awesome.
in screen. Yeah, okay, I'm
Yeah,
good
so
now.
we'll just put you on full screen, and you can close off the show.
Okay, then I want to thank everyone for watching the live. I want to thank all the speakers, Shellen, Rafael. I want to thank Serge, and of course Jean-Luc for being a part of the social media live show. Don't forget to share this video publicly with the hashtag SMCS21, because then you could be the lucky winner of a community pass for the social media conference Suriname. The conference is actually in 2 weeks, only 14 days away. So if you haven't purchased your ticket yet, if you haven't purchased your all access or community pass yet, be sure to do that on socialmedia.sr. That's socialmedia.sr. And we're actually giving 50% discount on all passes if you use the promo code LIVE15. So if you're looking at this live and you want to purchase your pass today, head on to our website, socialmedia.sr, use the promo code LIVE15, and you'll get 15% discount on all of our passes. The next episode is next week at 8 o'clock. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys again, and we hope to also see you at the conference. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.